Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Slayer Talk. My name is Mark. With me as always is that confused darling that I call Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up, asshole?
Not much.
The fuck?
It's been a good week. It's January 12th, 1999. We're in the 99.
Yep, and we're partying in a confused manner, like it's 1999.
You looked confused when the theme song came on. Are you not used to the new theme song yet?
Apparently not.
Because it's played and you were like, what the fuck? What?
I was not like that. Jeez.
That's your face was, though.
Well, because I didn't realize that you were already recording.
What did you think was happening?
I put on my headphones and the music was already going and it was just surprising.
Oh, well, you shouldn't take off your headphones. Ever.
Okay. I will keep them attached to my head from now on.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Because we never stop. We never stop stopping.
Sure. Whatever. Whatever you say.
Anyway, go ahead.
With what?
With the fucking with Slayer Talk. Let's talk about it. You're the one that drives this show.
Okay, so this is the weirdest fucking episode ever. Mm-hmm. Buffy's mom decides to be more involved and supportive, I guess.
Sure. By
going and watching her slay.
It's so weird.
She's like, I brought you a snack.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And then when she's fighting a vampire and her mom's saying that, she's like, get him, Buffy, go, good job.
She's like cheering her on.
Yeah, it was like fucked up. Right. And, you know,
give me a B, give me a U, give me an F.
As the episode goes on, you know, we find that she's, you know, not quite herself.
Nah, she's
a
fucking idiot.
This is before that.
Yeah.
This is herself.
Yeah.
And this is one of the most disturbing things I think she does the whole episode.
I agree. I honestly agree.
I don't know how Buffy could stand it.
And her mom is just so weird.
Yeah.
I, in general, enjoy this actress, but I don't love the character of her mom.
She's a freak.
I kind of want a vampire to kill her.
Nice. Wow.
I'm just saying. It would be a relief for her not to be in this show anymore.
Just have Buffy be a completely free agent.
Yeah, I mean, just like Faith, who's barely ever in this show.
Yeah, she could go live in a motel.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that'd be great. Anyway.
Like I said, I generally enjoy the actress, so, I mean, you can keep her on the show, but I don't know, like, her character seems so useless to me.
Yeah, she is pretty useless. So, she's watching Buffy kill the vampire. Is that what she reacts to? Or is it what she next sees?
Because it's what she next sees.
Okay, because it's like she was like, oh my. And I thought it was because she saw her kill a vampire.
She doesn't see her kill the vampire.
Okay, she just sees there's two dead kids in a playground.
Yeah, those things. It's like we're cross-cutting, but because those things are happening simultaneously, but they're in different locations.
Okay. Yeah, it's really sad. Like a little girl and a little boy on a merry-go-round.
Yeah, just two dead kids with protection symbols on their hands.
Yeah, that's weird.
Why are those symbols on their hands?
Yeah, they don't really explain that shit.
I know.
Okay, why?
I know why. To stir up the hate.
Oh,
for that specific group of people.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I just got that.
So yeah, because they're like trying to throw us all off. So they've got this symbol, and Buffy's all riled up, and her mom's like practically like catatonic upset because it's kids.
Yeah, her mom's like, "Oh my god, this is terrible, and something must be done."
Buffy's like, "My mom's not even talking, Giles." She's very upset, and she's like, "Just point me in the direction of who did this." And he's like, "Well, it was probably people."
Yeah, it's a ritualistic thing, so it's probably not supernatural. It's probably just people.
And she's just completely disgusted by that.
She's like, I don't care. I'll kill him anyway.
Yeah, which he's like, you can't do that shit. Apparently there's rules about that.
Well, it makes sense. Like, earthly crimes by human beings should be handled by the police.
Sure.
She's for supernatural stuff.
Sure. But at the same time, they're trying to throw us all off because we know they have the symbol, and everybody's talking about, like, there's got to be some evil witch group, right? And then we see Willow and Amy, the witch from, like, season 1.
The one whose mom is in a trophy.
Yeah. And some other dude, Michael.
Mike, I believe his name is,
doing a, like, ritual.
I believe it's Mike Hunt is his name.
They said his full name.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, what do you think of Mike Hunt?
Nothing.
Okay.
I mean, like, we'll never see him again. Although I kind of thought that with Amy, and she came back.
We'll never see Mike Hunt.
Oh my God, stop it. That's so awful. And no, we won't, because you don't have one. Dirty boy.
I was trying to get you to say it.
Ha. Ha ha. You failed.
Looks like to drop the ball on that one. Sport.
And we're full-grown adults here, people.
Have you ever...
What?
Have you ever played Joe Montana football?
No.
One of the funniest things about Joe Montana football was you could type in like a password or something like that, and you'd get like extra stuff or whatever. I don't remember, unlocked things, right? But if you typed in the wrong password, like a digital Joe Montana would come in, and he would go, "Looks like you dropped the ball on that one."
Wow.
Sport. Yeah, there was such a long pause between those things.
That was funny.
Anyway, go ahead, sorry.
Okay, so we see this happen, that they're doing some kind of spell, but we don't know with the symbol. And then, well, did we know they had the symbol at the time? Because I thought it was later in her notebook.
No, that was the big revelation. It's like, oh my God, they're killing kids.
Yeah, so you're thinking like, okay, so Willow's got to be like possessed or some kind of evil magic thing has got her.
Amy's like taking them over or something.
Yeah, because Amy's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
But no, we'll find out later. The principal and all the parents in town are called to like a vigil.
Well, Buffy's mom,
by her mom,
organizes it, and then the mayor comes up, like demon loving mayor or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? This sucks. But this town's filled with good people and we've got good intentions and everything. And here's a poster. Here's a poster with 2 dead kids on it that says "Never again," and that's my vow to you. Never again will 2 kids die.
And Joyce is like, "No, I'm sorry, but this town is full of not good things, and it will happen again." And
it's too we're sick of being taken over by monsters and scary stuff and slayers.
Yeah.
They shouldn't fucking run our town. We should run our town.
Yeah, monsters, witches, and slayers. That's who she says.
It was at this point, oh my. Monsters, witches, and slayers, oh my. It was at this point that I first kind of suspected something.
Yeah.
And I was like, where are these kids' parents?
Yeah, you're so smart. Like, you said that so early, too.
But I was like, because I was just thinking, I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they'd be rallying around their parents, not just having...
why is Joyce the one giving the emotional, pitch? Why isn't the mom of the kid? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, well, you're very smart. But yeah, so Joyce is getting everybody riled up.
And she's like, it's witches! They had symbols on them for witches. It's witches that did this shit.
Yeah.
Let's kill all the witches.
And so then the next day at school, they're literally rounding up witches.
They're going through lockers.
They're searching their lockers, for magic shit. And they're taking the ones they find stuff. They're taking them. Now, Willow gets caught with some shit in her locker, and the principal's like, come to my office. So I guess they're not taking them yet. They're just punishing them. They're sending them home or whatever. Exactly.
And they're talking to their parents and all that stuff. Before this happens, though, she's looking for Willow, because she's like... I don't know that this, the symbol or whatever, that's another incriminating thing. She's like, what about the symbol? Where could this come from? He's like, It's like it's in a book that Willow borrowed or whatever.
So she being Buffy and he being Giles, in case anybody was lost.
Sorry. I was thinking out loud, everyone, while broadcasting to you. But then, so she goes to find Willow, and Willow's got the symbol on like a notebook or whatever, and she's like, "What the fuck? You killed these kids? What do you have the symbol for?" And she's like, "Look, Buffy, it's just a protection symbol. I was doing it for you for your birthday." Because, by the way, they bring up that Buffy's birthday is soon, but like,
there's nothing about it.
Nothing gets made of that at all.
Maybe next episode.
But yeah, maybe. But she's like, it's ruined now because you know about it, so it won't work or whatever. I guess that's the rules. She's like, but yeah, that's what we were doing, and that's what we were doing in that scene where everyone thought maybe we killed kids, and we were like, oh. And then she says to Giles, she's like, it's just a protection symbol. Why would this be on them? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, and they stole all his books from the library, so he can't even look it up to see what the symbol means.
It's really Nazi Germany shit going on.
Yeah, it is. And they eventually, on the internet, find...
And their mom, real quick though, the mom founds an organization called Moo.
Moms opposed to the occult.
Yeah, really, really nice.
Ridiculous. Yeah, they make fun of her for that the whole episode. Mm-hmm. As they should.
Absolutely.
But
there's a really weird tension too, by the way, between Xander and Oz. The entire episode where Xander's like, "Hey, I wonder where Willow's at right now," and he's like, "I don't know. I didn't fuck her."
Yeah.
Like, it's really bizarre reactions every single time.
Or like they're in line in the cafeteria, and Xander's just like, "So you got a burrito?"
He's like, "Yeah, burritos, cool."
It's like the most awkward.
I don't want to roll your girlfriend up into a burrito. What are you talking about?
Like, I don't know why they're hanging out. Like, I get that, like, Willow is friends with him still, I guess. But I
hate the whole situation. I don't know why they fucking did this.
I just don't think that Oz and Xander should be made to spend time together.
Did Charisma Carpenter need a break or something like that? Was she shooting a movie or something?
I don't know.
Like, I don't understand why they did this to break this shit up, but whatever. Because she's in this episode to be snarky for 3 minutes.
Yeah, she's not in it much, you're right.
And then she saves Giles.
She saves Giles? I don't remember that.
Giles gets knocked out later, and then she wakes him up by slapping the shit out of him.
But yeah, it is.
She kind of helps save the day.
Yeah, well, she does it a lot. Yeah. Just by happenstance a lot of the time.
Just by being attractive and in the right place.
But, okay, so this Moo organization goes and starts literally rounding up the witches like it's Salem.
Yep.
And Willow's mom, who, like, we've never met before, is heavily in this episode.
Yeah, she's like an intellectual or something like that.
Seems like maybe a psychologist or...
She does a lot with numbers. She's like, statistically, it's like, you know, like, yeah, she does a lot of that shit.
Oh. But Willow, like, talks about how she does not pay attention to her normally, and she's, like, very upset that Willow's a witch.
Yep.
And at first she's acting like, oh, it's just a phase. And she's like, it's not a phase. It's who I am. And, like, there's all this back and forth and shit. But then her mom just, like, gives her up to Moo. Like...
What a sentence. Her mom gives her up to Moo.
It's very upsetting. Like, all these kids' parents are just like, here you go. It's like the whole town is, like, under the effects of this. It's not just Joyce.
No, it spreads.
Yeah.
It 100% spreads. But... yeah, we find out, like, Giles is like, well, you know what? Fucking fairy tales are real. Did anyone think about that? And Xander's like, what? Fairy tales are real? And he's like, oh, yeah. And he's like, this is like Jack and the fucking Beanstalk. Or, no, he goes,
Hansel and Gretel.
It's like Hansel and Gretel. Because they go on the internet, and that's the thing you were going to say and you forgot to say. They go on the internet.
Don't distract me.
Sorry. They go on the internet and they find out these kids have appeared dead like about every 50 years or so.
Since the 1600s.
Yeah.
Since before this country was a country.
And so it's like, oh, because they were like, you know, where are their parents? Like, what are their names? Like, Buffy's like, what are their names?
Yeah, nobody knows that shit.
Why don't we know? And they're like, we must have known their names, right? Like, it's like we realize that these kids aren't real.
Yeah.
They're a fucking demon. They're like a hallucination from a demon that basically sows chaos. It's fucking needful things. It's making the town turn on other people.
The witches.
Yeah. But, like, it's different for each place. Mm-hmm. Like, each time the town tears itself apart, but it's like, sometimes it's witches, sometimes it's whatever. It's whatever scapegoat they can think of, you know?
Right. And, yeah, in this town, it's the witches and the Slayer. So, like, they've got Willow and Amy and Buffy.
Yeah. Mike, like, I guess he's holed up at the library.
But they fucking are burning them at the stake with a pile of Giles's books.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, like those are hundreds and thousands of year old texts that they're just setting on fire.
I know, it sucks.
It's insane. And at one point we see the kids are talking to Joyce. Like they're just with her, but then it looks like I think all the grown-ups that gather at the end can see them.
Yes. Yeah, everyone can see them. And Buffy can see them too.
Oh, okay.
The two kids. But, like, yeah, what happens is they go to confront the mom, being like, hey, you know, like, we figured out, like, it's a demon and stuff. And Joyce is like, oh, let me talk to you real quick. And then they fucking chloroform all of them.
Yeah.
And that's how they get them to, like, strapped up there to kill or whatever. And then Amy's like, while they're bound at the stake or whatever, Amy's like, okay, you want a fucking witch? Here's a witch. I'm so powerful. Blah, blah. And, like, a bunch of stuff, like, circles around her, and there's lights and computer-generated magic and stuff like that. And then she turns into a rat and runs away.
And Willow and Buffy are like, she couldn't have helped us first.
Right.
So, yeah, they're still left there. And at one point, I mean, this is, like, really upsetting because, like, Willow's like, I'm on fire. Like, she's like, I can't take it. It's so hot. And then she's like, oh, my God, I'm on fire.
Yeah.
Like, they took it dark and far.
Yeah,
like,
they really did.
This show can be silly sometimes, but they like to take it places.
Yeah, for sure. So, Charisma Carpenter finds Giles, and she's like, I came to complain because my mom's taking, like, my hairspray or something like that. I don't know. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But she wakes Giles up, and then Giles is like, oh, my God, we got to go to the school.
Yeah, she wakes him up by slapping him, like, a bunch of times. Was he chloroformed, too?
Yes.
Weird.
I know, you fell asleep a little bit during this.
I did not.
Watching
Did
this episode, I think. I don't know what the fuck happened, but you don't remember a lot. So.
It was later in the day, so whatever.
Yeah, real late in the day, the show comes on. It was at 9.
Might have been 8.
Grandma. Anyway, so they run to the school, and what's her name gets Charisma Carpenter. Cordelia.
Yeah.
She gets a fire hose.
Yeah, she breaks the glass, the emergency glass.
And then what they figure out is if they say the right magic words, then the spell's broken to where they don't look like this two sweet little kids anymore. They look like the monster they are. Mm-hmm. And so that's essentially what happens is he does that, and the two kids like hug, and they morph into this like giant like demon, and the demon's like, you have to avenge me, like you tell, and like and Joyce is like, what the fuck? And Buffy's like, yeah, I don't think you're as convincing.
and Cordelia was funny too because she's like, I liked it better when there was 2 of them and they were little,
right?
Because it's a giant monster.
Yeah, but then the stupidest thing in the world happens, and that's what like. When, first of all, where's Faith during this entire episode?
Yeah, good question.
She just like chilling, like she's not wrapped up into the town's doings or whatever.
I guess.
But second of all, that's what makes it so hard to get invested when they try to be, you know, more like emotional and stuff like that. Is that they go from that to the silliest, stupidest thing that ever happens, where the demon's like, fuck you, Buffy, you're the one that turned me against me, and he starts charging her, and so she she rips up the stake that she's attached to, and like leans over, and then she's like, did I get him? And then we look, and his neck is just impaled
he just
on
ran.
this thing, like he just, like a dummy, just ran head first into this fucking stake.
So stupid. Very, very stupid. And like, I mean, like, it was not choreographed well because
No.
she bent over way before he got to her.
It wasn't edited well.
Yeah, like it was obvious that he would have stopped.
Yeah, you can't say choreographed because the two things weren't filmed together.
Okay.
It's like cut back and forth, but it's really bad editing because it looks stupid and silly in editing.
It did. It looked dumb.
But yeah, and then I guess everyone's back to normal.
Yeah, like Buffy's mom was saying terrible, mean, awful things to her. Willow's mom said terrible, mean, awful things to her. And then they're just like, oh, okay, we're all good now. Mm-hmm. Like, you'd still be hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, like Buffy's mom said stuff like, I wanted a nice, normal daughter instead of a Slayer, but, what are you going to do? Like,
yeah, I know. That's the kind of stuff where it's like, maybe you just like let a vampire come in,
right.
But yeah, I liked the episode. It was in general, it was good. Like I said, that it bothers me sometimes when we have episodes that are supposed to be a little heavier because it's a big tonal shift.
Yeah.
Within the episode.
Yeah.
Like they rarely do one that's just earnest. Mm-hmm. Like this show is mainly silly, not serious.
I agree.
So when they do serious, it's like Joss Whedon always puts some silliness in somewhere.
Sure.
That's a big shift in tone, and it's disturbing sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they do disturbing for sure. Either way.
Yeah, I guess so. But that is the episode for the week, Carol.
All right, so you can write us at latefee1994@AOL.com.
Yep.
Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Uh-huh.
And share the tapes with your friends.
All right, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.